You guys are all looking beautiful tonight. And obviously, Shababa, you are looking like a princess. But let's give it up to Fam's hair. Woo! Okay. Everyone, you guys have seen me maybe in the last couple of days. My name is Rashid Ahmed. I share Fam's last name and nearly Shababa's last name as well. Shababa's last name is Rashid. So Rashid family, please consider me as one of your own. I would really appreciate this similar financial support on my wedding. I've known Fam literally my entire life. And he's known me his entire life, but 2 months. He probably doesn't even remember those 2 months. Why would he? I wasn't there. We actually grew up in the same house for almost 7 or so years, and I've been close to him since then. We went to preschool, elementary school, middle school, high school, college. We even worked at the same company together at the same time. So maybe Shababa's last name being so close to mine wasn't a coincidence at all. Okay. What I'm trying to say or establish is credibility. I can say with some confidence that I know Fam well. And look, we're all here to celebrate love. And the main characters of this love story are these two. So for those of you who are not familiar with these two and their love story, I'm going to tell you that story, at least from my perspective. So let me start with Fam. Fam and I got into the talking to women game around college. I met Katie and I knew I was out of the game. But Fam spent his time getting out of his comfort zone, making memories with his friends, that you guys see here, and finding himself. I'm not going to lie, a lot of his actions back then didn't confuse the hell out of me. Look, I told you I knew Fam well, but that does not mean that I was able to put much logic behind much of his actions. But he made it through. Now, during this time, Shababa must have been in school, studying, learning to cook, praying to God 5 times a day, and going to bed by 9 p.m. Right, Mom and Dad? Okay, all right. Let me tell you about how they met. Unique circumstances occurred for Fam and Shababa to not only meet, but to spark a romantic connection. Fall of 2018, Fam, Farhad, the other best man, and me, we moved into a row home in DC. Fam felt he was ready to find a girl, so one of his big goals was to find a girl in the city. Unfortunately, we were only able to live there for a couple of months, but guess what? We had a dawat, and guess what? Shababa showed up. So we got some good use out of that house. Side note, we sold the house pretty quickly to a trio of girls. They said Fam's 18 pairs of shoes sold him on the closet space. So the next few months, we were in Germantown and Gaithersburg having watch parties for the final season of Game of Thrones, hence the music. Farhad invites his local friends, which included me, Katie, and Fam. And in that same household, Farah invites her local friends, which included Shababa. All right, that's a lot of opportunity for these two to intermingle. Okay, so during one of these watch parties, Katie notices something that I don't think many of you guys even know about. At this party, Shababa is sharing a couch with another person. Fam had a seat too, but he goes up to this other person and makes up an excuse for that person to get up and go get something upstairs. Thinking he's sneaky and no one noticed, he slyly sits down right next to Shababa, spits some game. Real smooth, my man, but we see you. These two continue to quote-unquote run into each other through other mediums and eventually end up planning to go to a Billie Eilish concert. Billie Eilish, that's romantic as hell. After that, this love train is moving. Next stop, big brown wedding that these two slaved over for several months so that Rashik, me, could enjoy himself and yap at you guys for a couple of minutes. Okay, but think about it. What we need to take out from this is how these two met was extremely reliant on timing and circumstance. Really think about it. How these two kept getting together was pretty impressive and lucky. These two would have never spent that time together Sunday nights in Germantown if we didn't unexpectedly leave that house. If Fam didn't trick Shababa's couchmate, and if Billie Eilish didn't make great music that attracted 16-year-old girls, Fam and Shababa. Someone said to me that our spirits were created together with our life partner long before we were born on this earth. These spirits try to find each other, and their love drives that. These events happen for a reason, to bring these two together. Okay, cool. Rashik, we care about what you think. What do you approve of this as the best man? Look, you guys, I've seen these two together often for a long time. You know it's the right fit when each person makes each other better and enhances the lives of one another. I am telling you, it is very evident that Shababa makes Fam better. From getting clothes that covers belly button to completely destroying the word maybe from his vocabulary when we're trying to make plans. I swear, before Shababa, we truly used to wonder if Fam would be late to his own wedding or even forget about the wedding day. This kid has become a fully functioning adult, all in a span of a couple years. God knows we've all tried. And get this, he's become an even better friend through Shababa. Fam has never been more confident and clear about so many things since her. He confused me so much when we were growing up, but just the decisions he's made since her have made so much sense, and I've loved it. This decision, these two, makes so much sense to me. You guys, I am so happy for you too. Fam, jokes aside, I'm oh shit.
Yeah. Let's go, She.
You got it!
I'm so happy for you. I've seen you grow into a successful, social, and healthy friend and brother. But most importantly, a man with a strong moral compass. You're a good human being. And every strong man has a strong woman next to him. Shababa, speaking for the Ahmed family, we are so happy you're in our lives and our family. You've gelled with us so easily. It's like you were always here. I look forward to seeing you two grow up with each other and develop love on this earth and beyond it too. Everyone, thank you for your patience and your love. Let's have a good night tonight. One more time, let's give it up to these two, Fam and Shababa. Who do I give this to?
All right, once again, give it up for Rashid. Up next, I would like to invite Farhad for a speech.
All right.
Oh, damn. I gotta follow up with that. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Farhad Kareem, and I'm one of the reasons you're here today because Fam and Shababa met each other at Game of Thrones parties at my house. So I know, super nerdy, but also pretty cool. I've known Shababa since the end of college, and she's become like a second sister to me, and I'm very glad that she's in my life. And for these two to meet each other and get married is like the freaking jackpot. This is all you could ever hope for if you're a mutual friend of theirs. But with Fam, you gotta go all the way back to 7th grade. We were both in a math class. I know, our strongest suit. And we became very fast friends. Growing up, my man was super shy and spoke softly. But thanks to puberty, he became hairier, hence the strong beard, and he grew a deeper voice, metaphorically and figuratively. One thing that hasn't changed about Fam through the years is his best quality, and that is to be chill. When I use the word chill, it encompasses kindness, empathy, and cool determination. In freshman year of college, Fam and I went to our first fraternity college party. At the time, he was commuting, so it was pretty rare for us to go out. Anyways, we had a great time, but I might have overdone my enjoyment and had to call an early night. Fam decided to be a great friend and made sure I got home safe and also stayed overnight in the living room to make sure I was good the next day. This was his first college party, and he decided to take care of me instead of staying out, and made no fuss about it. I didn't realize how kind he was until that moment, so I'm glad he was there. Anyways, college was fun, but after graduation and entering the real world, I saw a different side of Fam, and that was determined to succeed no matter what. He's had a few different jobs, some with ridiculous commutes, Baltimore, others with ridiculous hours, but through it all, he doesn't let it affect who he is and always has a cool demeanor. That same determination applied to his romantic life. I'm pretty sure he was going to be a hopeless romantic on Tinder and Bumble forever, but luckily he found Shababa, which is the best thing to happen to him. While Fam is chill, Shababa is like a burning sun. She's full of energy and has plans and then backup plans for those plans. She's the literal embodiment of the 100 emoji. And this is like a Game of Thrones thing, but Shababa is like fire while Fam is like ice. And so far, it's been their story of fire and ice. Thank God you guys have the Game of Thrones theme songs. This really ties in well. I didn't know about that. Thank God. Anyways, let me end it by saying Fahmid and I became good friends over our love of basketball, sci-fi shows, scary movies, food, and most importantly, location. If we didn't go to the same middle school, then yeah, I probably would have had a cooler best friend. Just kidding, guys, just kidding. He's not my best friend, guys. He is family. Fam is the brother I never had, honestly. And you too, Rashik. You got it. He's been there for me through thick and thin, and I wish you and Shababa a long, healthy marriage filled with joy and happiness.
All right, make some noise for Farhad. Up next, I would like to invite Merhab Api for his speech.
All right, good evening, everyone. I am Merhab Apu. I am Shababa's first cousin. We are the only granddaughters to my Bella Nanu. And in case you guys don't know, Shababa grew up in Dhaka. And I didn't get to know her when, we were babies. I only got to see her very periodically when I used to go to Dhaka. And I grew up here in Maryland. And needless to say, many of you know that my Bangla isn't the best. Shababa likes to make fun of me many times about this, but one of her favorite jokes would be when I went to Dhaka and I'd go to the stores to buy CDs or DVDs at the time when those were cool, and I would tell, and one of her favorite jokes was that I would tell the storekeeper to a CD takelo, or I would play the CD, and she just would not die in shame. She would help me translate, but But the point is that when she came to the U.S., I was so excited because I finally got to have my little cousin here with me. She was closer, both her and Sharik, and it was much more fun. They're almost like my brothers and sisters, as well as Samin, and I almost had like brothers and sisters for the first time. And but very quickly, Shababa caught on. She didn't really need my help. She didn't need me to translate or be her interpreter like I needed her in Dhaka. She became an independent woman very quickly. She became a very hard-working woman. She worked through her bachelor's and she also worked through her master's. She was working full-time and did her MBA, all while just holding everything down. And the one thing always impressed me is that she almost kept one foot in Dhaka and one foot in Maryland. She knew everything that was going on in Dhaka, the fashion, the natuks, the Bollywood movies, everything. And then she also knew what was going on in the DC area. So to say that she let go of her roots would be, she didn't. She kept on to it. And what I was most impressed with is that even though she was a perfectionist and she was a hard worker, my proudest moment was when she adopted Charlie. Yeah. This girl came to the U.S. scared of dogs. She would be across the street anytime she saw a dog. She wouldn't, but then she adopted and she took on this responsibility, and I was so proud of her for doing that. She's the only dog owner in our family, and I was very proud of her for actually being the first one to step up. And I don't think, so I don't think it would be possible that she would be able to do all that she did. It takes an extraordinary person to pull together this wedding, to pull together, holding down this job, finish her master's, taking care of Charlie, and everything that is that comes with it. So Shababa is crazy sometimes, most of the time, but exactly, right? But with and I guess this message is more for Fam and the Ahmed family. You know, with the Rashid, Kareem, Alam family, we come with some crazy, but also we come with a lot of love and a lot of passion for everything we do. So with that, I just want to say congratulations to Fam and Shababa, and let's continue with the crazy and the happiness and the love.
Once again, friends and family, make some noise for Merhab Abu. Up next, I would like to invite Farah for a speech. Come on, guys. Welcome her.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shababa's friend Farah, or Trishna, and I am the second reason you guys are at this wedding right now, enjoying these apps and the dinner to come. I have not known Shababa her whole life, unlike Merhab Abu. I've only known her maybe for the last few years, but I've gotten to know her very well. We know her and love her for the person she is. As Merhab Abu stated, she finished college and she worked full-time, completed her MBA. But it's not just in the professional life that she's meticulous and detail-oriented, like delivering everything beyond expectations. Do you not know how to style your hair and you need like curls and everything done? She will get a flat iron, hairspray, bobby pins, get you on your way and out of the door in 5 minutes. Do you need to get a new HVAC system? She has the contacts, the references, she will give you the hookup. You'll get a discount. Do you need to vent or rant and texting just is not cutting it? She will show up at your door with cupcakes or something, sit down, listen to you, talk you through your issues. She's not just batting 100 when it comes to her professional life, she's batting 110 when it comes to her personal. She has been there for a lot of tough times for us. For example, when my father passed away, it was a simple gesture. She would come over in the morning with breakfast for everyone in the house. Just the little things we weren't thinking about, she thought about. She's like, there's a guest in the house, I'll take care of it. Whatever you need, Farah. She's loyal and caring and will always go the extra mile for you. Truly, there are very few people in the world like Shababa. But it's not often a person can say this, that they know the bride and the groom very well. While, as you know, my brother grew up with Rashik and Fam. Rashik was the hyper kid bouncing off the walls of the apartment. And then there was Fam, soft, spoken, and quiet in the corner. But he slowly came out of his shell and became the person he is today. And yes, we all know they met during the Game of Thrones parties, and it's not often we get to say this, but thank God for Game of Thrones Season 8. They spent the whole season flirting and betting on, who's gonna be on the Iron Throne? Who's gonna die? Is Ghost gonna make it? Fans know what the stuff is about over there. But that's not the only little fan culture phenomenon that hit off and, gave us an idea that there's something brewing between these two. So we went to see Endgame at midnight when it came out. Shababa, excited about the commemorative popcorn tub for Endgame, ran to line alone. Fam noticed no one was with her and wanted to never get a huge tub of popcorn just for himself. Quietly walked over to the line, stood with Shababa, got himself another commemorative big popcorn tub for Endgame, and just stayed there talking to her. At 3 a.m. the movie ended. Shababa went off to where she parked. Fam had parked in a completely different spot. As we watched quietly from the back, Fam, instead of going to where he had parked, slowly changed direction and followed Shababa to make sure she was getting to her karaoke at 3 a.m. But that's the kind of caring and loving individual Fam is when it came to Shababa. He was clearly smitten, but Shababa was, of course, still in denial. They were still hanging out, of course. But we see where they came, like all the flirtations and everything, and here we are today, celebrating the wonderful couple as they get married. They make each other better, they help each other grow, and we can only wish them the best for a very bright future ahead.
Tonight, I am a very lucky girl. I get to celebrate one of the best people I know married the love of his life, but I am the lucky one. I had a lot of trouble writing the speech. I honestly could not think of a single memory Paya and I had shared, and I've known him for 21 years. So I asked Paya a while ago if he has any significant memory he loves the most of us, and he said, everything is a memory. Not sure if he was being sweet or he just could not remember anything, but it's also extremely true. My favorite times with Paya is getting Thai takeout, some candy, and watching horror movies. Being a sister has been the most fun, crazy, annoying, and frustrating time of my life. But I am so lucky to be your little sister. Paya, I want to thank you for not only being the best brother to me and my friends, but also one of the best people I've ever met. I tell people all the time how different I would be if I didn't have a brother, and it's completely true. You have single-handedly changed my life and how I live every day. And in everything I do, I try to have a piece of you. It never works out because we are complete opposites, but that's besides the point. I'm so lucky I get to be your annoying little sister who Venmo requests you when I want to hang out with my friends but have no money, who makes you drive me everywhere, even though it's a public safety concern, and to gossip with you about everything only for you to respond with, yo, that sucks. I don't really think you know how much our friendship means to me. Thank you for being my best friend. Shababa, welcome to the family, and good luck with him. I have never known what it's like to have a sister, but having you in my life has shown me how special that relationship truly is. You and I are eerily alike, and it feels amazing to have someone I can look up to that is as fierce and courageous as you. You complete our small family in the most fulfilling way, and having you a part of this craziness is going to be wild and a lot of fun. I'm going to be completely honest with you, I never wanted a sister. I just was content with my one brother, but when you came into my life, you showed me how wrong I was. And you made me come into myself and the woman I am today in a way that I never knew was possible. So thank you so much. I know that you are going to balance my brother out and create such a beautiful life. You are a very own Wonder Woman. Thank you so much, and also special thank you for Charlie. All jokes aside, Paya has changed my life and how I live. I'm so lucky to have someone in my life who's always there for me no matter what I do. Someone who can always make me laugh no matter what. Someone who I can spend all day with and only get annoyed with a few times. Watching you grow to such a wonderful person has been an amazing blessing, and I know you're going to be an amazing husband. I genuinely could not be more lucky to have you as a brother, and I feel like the lucky one tonight because I get to celebrate you both. You both are a force to be reckoned with, and watching your life unfold is going to be just as exciting as it is for you, as it is going to be for me. You will always be my superhero big brother and my best friend till the end of time, and I'm so happy that you found yours. You guys are going to go places far and wide, but if you ever feel homesick, just know your little sister is waiting back home for you guys. Thai takeout, a bag of Sour Patch Kids, a gluten-free cake for Shababa, and a really subpar Netflix movie. Also, lots of love and happiness just to see you both again. Here's to your happily ever laughter. I love you guys.
All right, give it up for Fahmid.
Jeez, I didn't even get to plug into the
All
recorder.
right, next I would like to invite Bashak and Pia, Ruth's parents.
Can I have you hold that together with us? Thank you.
Okay, then you go first.
Once again, please put your hands together for Bashak and Pia.
Good evening, salam to my friends and family. Thank you for joining to our very special occasion today, that is our Fahmid and Shababa's wedding. Shababa, I'm very happy to welcome you to our family. I also welcome the Rashid's family as well. Fahmid, Watching you grow up so quickly was a wonderful thing, and it's a blessing. I thank to Allah every day that I get to be your mommy. I'm so proud of you. As a child, you would not leave me. You always stuck with me. But when I got pregnant with Farhad, you turned out very responsible and caring son. And gradually, you become the wonderful gentleman with all the good qualities and very responsible. Shababa, having you a part of our family is the wonderful thing that I have ever had. You come every Sunday at our dinner and you fulfill the whole, our home with laughter and love. So we are so fortunate to have you with us. And you always make Fahmid happy, Farnas happy. Whenever we are like having some difficult time, you come and makes us everyone happy. Thank you, Shababa. Shababa and Fahmid, now it's time to spread your wings and start a new chapter of your life. But you know, just remember, your home is always filled with love, and whenever you come back, we are there for you. At the end, I'd like to thank you, all my friends and family. You really helped me to turn out this ceremony a wonderful one. I didn't know that you guys love us so much. I really thank all of your family and friends, everyone helped me to make it a successful one. Thank you so much for coming today, and please keep our Fahmid and Shababa in your prayers. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Tia. That was wonderful. I was about to cry. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, dear family and friends. We are honored and blessed by your presence. Thank you so much for coming and joining the celebration. As we all know, over the year we have lost close friends and relatives to COVID. May Allah give them sana. First of all, I want to thank you, my uncle and aunt, who came from New York to celebrate with us. Our sincere thanks to our friends who stepped in during the time we needed them, and they were instrumental of arranging dalas, mishti, and pitas. Without them, it would not be as successful. I want to thank Raja and Dalia for letting us use their home for baby night. Thank you, Raja. And we are extremely blessed to have Fahmid nannies to witness this celebration. Thank you. May Allah keep you healthy and safe. And now, I want to welcome our new family, Mr. and Mrs. Rashid, son Sharif, his wife Abby, and their beautiful daughter Ruby. And of course, our Charlie, don't forget that. And our newest family member, Shababa. Shababa, when I first saw and met you, I knew that happy days were coming. And now it's a reality. We want to welcome you with our open arms. I pray to Allah that both of you are happy. Now comes Fahmid. He grew up living with his grandparents, uncles, and cousins at our Chevy home in Maryland for 10 years. As a young kid, and now a young man, he was always a little shy, quiet, and soft-spoken. And that was validated this evening. A replicate of me, we have the same friend. I remember when we took him to his first pre-K, he was so shy and afraid that he wouldn't let go his mother. The teacher would slowly grab him and took him away. I can see from distance that he was still crying. It happened, but he moved on and he finished his school. And after 26 years later, he has become mature, responsible, and caring person. Please keep him in your prayers. You know that we have so much in common. We both love playing basketball with groups and friends. Even one-on-one, we had an intense competition. But I want to let you know that I let you win. You know, we love watching sports together, especially when NBA and NFL playoffs are on. We watch our home teams together, even though our teams failed us. During the pandemic, we worked from home, 3 of us, Fahmid, Pia, and myself. And man, we had a blast. We all were colleagues, family members, as well as partners. So we had a great time. Now she has gone back to her work, and Fahmid is still working with me in the house. Fahmid works very hard, and he always strives for excellence. I wish you the best, Fahmid. And finally, Fahmid and Shababa, we wish you both a happy and prosperous life. May Allah bless you both and best wishes. Thank you, everybody. Please enjoy yourself this evening.
Today, she still has endless energy and a mind of her own. The wedding is proof. Shababa put is nothing less than 100% effort so that we could share this beautiful time together. For example, last year in the middle of COVID-19 pandemic, she became an MBA graduate. I was so proud of her. Sometimes her independence with free-spirited nature and challenged me. One day I arrived home to our house in Germany to find a new resident and moved in a small, hairy face with big eyes stared up to me. This was the day I met her. Shababa explained, we are keeping him. I immediately recognized that this was not negotiable. There was many surprises over the years, but one of the best was Fahmid. Fahmid is a perfect match for Shababa in many ways. If Shababa is passionate, Fahmid is relaxed and easygoing. When Shababa is hot, Fahmid is cool. He is a patient listener. He is caring and kind, and he takes care of Charlie like a son. Fahmid and Shababa share a genuine friendship, which I know will carry them far in their lives together. Truly, we couldn't ask for a better son-in-law. Shababa has chosen well. For that, and for so many other reasons, I am a very happy Baba. Fahmid, welcome to the family. Shababa, I love you very much. I wish you both a lifetime of happiness. And thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you everybody for coming. I will not say anything today. Thank you.
I don't have prepared remarks for you today, because they say when you want to talk about people you love, you're going to speak from the heart. So when I first met Dan, you're the person I love you. I didn't know what to make of him. You know, he was different. He was different to me, definitely. He was different to most guys I hang out with. But you know, over the course of time, I truck with no bows. So, that was the start of something special. It's a friendship that I hope will blossom. Because at the end of the day, you were marrying my best friend. I have some friends, I have people I grew up with, but at the end of the day, Shababa and I share what I call the knowing glance. Our relationships based not on words, but just cursory looks where we just communicate. It's born out of a lifetime of growing up together, growing old together, and fighting some difficult challenges together. Straddling 2 cultures and 2 countries in a similar household. There are just things that I can only share with her, and I think she can only share with me for total empathy. That is something that is not easily let into, but you're the one who is going to get to know some of that. If there's going to be anyone else in the world who will understand knowing glances a year from now or 2 years from now, it's going to be you, but it's not anybody else. Shababa knows what I'm talking about, and I hope you one day will too. So welcome. Looking forward to hanging out in DC together, and yeah, welcome to the family, brother.